already, but I was waiting on my IG account to load up as well because I'm doing 2 for 1. So I'll be here with you all and then I'll be here with you all. But I'm with you. What's going on? Good afternoon. Where y'all calling from? Where y'all logging in from? East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. Everybody representing, let me know where y'all chiming in from. Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday, first of all. Say that. Oh, yes, girl, I need that. It's hot here. I'm just leaving Chicago because I was filming something new, a new show called South Side. I'm in Chicago, in my old neighborhood. And when I tell you, it kind of, I got my Beyonce fan, y'all. See? Except it's not, oh, it's blowing my hair a little bit. I needed to blow air because I'm hot. Who was that? Ralph McCoy. Ralph McCoy. Tampa. What's happening? And I'm not going to be able to tell where you all calling from. Let me see. Not on here. I don't. I see people on the side. I see hearts and stuff.
Oh, that's all they're saying. That's it. That's the feed.
Okay.
So that's what they're saying.
All right. Why the hell you so damn beautiful? Well, you know, what can I say? Thank you, though. And you said, I know your cousin Mickey. From where? That ain't what I came on here to talk about. I did say that y'all can ask me any questions, but I want to be specific about what it is I'm talking about because I know that I know many of you saw the show, and then if you didn't see the show, then you heard about the show called The Proposal on ABC that I did about 3 months ago now. The premise of the show was to find a soulmate, a husband, a boyfriend, a significant other, a companion, someone that you can relate to, someone that you want to kind of, get to know a little better. Remember that there was a game show a long time ago called The Dating Game, where they have the bachelorettes behind the petition, and the girl or the guy would ask questions like, okay, bachelor number 1, if you were to take me on a date, what would our first date be? Bachelor number 3, and everybody will have a different question per you trying to get to know that person. And I thought, oh, what a great idea, or how fun is that? So actually, because I have been single for a while now, and picky, I was like, you know what, might be fun. And it absolutely was. But I also felt like this may be a real opportunity for me not to be able to pick anybody, but for them to pick a guy for me and give me a platform in which to choose from. And that's exactly what they did. You know what I mean? So they went through an intense kind of background check and kind of interview process, and they really wanted to make sure that these guys were for real and that they really wanted to be a part of the show. They really wanted to meet a mystery woman and see if they could find love, or at least find a level of which you can kind of, take the relationship and have someone that you want to be able to get to know. And because I am in the business, it is kind of hard for us to find somebody because you got the judgmental people, you got the haters, you got the people that gonna prophesize to you but don't really mean it. You're gonna have all kind of level of people that's going to, be judgmental or try to root you on, but still not feel good about you doing whatever it is that you're trying to do and move forward with, you know what I mean? Which is finding love. And although you have friends that want to play Cupid and want to be able to introduce you to somebody and go to happy hours and go online dating and do all this old stuff, you may not find them. Hell, and then again, you might find them just going to the grocery store, to the library, or walking across the street. And then some of you guys say, well, don't look for love. God is going to send you love. Well, for the real fans out there, you guys know that I'm a God-fearing woman. You guys know that I've been baptized a little less than, 5 years ago now. I'm trying to really believe in it. And don't forget, I'm going back and forth from Instagram and Facebook. So I see that Instagram Live has stopped. They need a better signal of it. But the booster is in here, huh? I don't know what that is. Yeah, they're trying to reconnect. So I'm married to two of both of y'all. Hey, welcome back, y'all. Signal was a little bad. But what I was saying is that a lot of you know that I'm a God-fearing woman as well, and my prayer life is real. And so because I also have love on my vision board, I know that that's real as well. But then we also got to do our part. You know what I mean? If I just stay stuck in just working and being on the set, then I ain't gonna meet nobody. If I just stay stuck in the house, then I'm not gonna see nobody. Nobody gonna see me. So I'm definitely gonna do my part. So why I did the show? Absolutely, hands down, glad I did it because it was a lot of fun. And a little bit further is when I was sitting, and these are for people that did not see the show, I was the mystery woman. So they did not know who I was. They didn't know who they had an opportunity to be able to meet. Some of them kind of guessed it in the middle, like Anthony B did, and some of them had no idea. But while I was back there choosing and picking, it became hard because as tough as I am and as strong as I am, I'm also sensitive. And I just got inside of their spirit and was like, you know what, that's not easy for them to come on national TV and say, hey, I'm looking for love, or I'm willing to meet someone that I've never met before to see if I can give it a try. You know, that's not easy to do and speak in front of people that you don't know, this audience that's just watching you going, okay, go. You know, these people in America that's tuning in to you to see what's going to happen because they are wanting to be entertained because it is a TV show. It's for entertainment as well. So don't be fooled. So as they were coming out, introducing themselves, at first it was like, okay, you know, and I was like, I need to know a little bit more about him, because let's be honest, physicality is very important. You know, you want to be attracted to the person that you want to date because, of course, you want to feel like, you know, once we get behind closed doors, you can just tear my clothes off and it's just, you get what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the guys and I'm saying, okay, let me do the process of elimination. Not this guy, not this guy. He's not my type, from the physicality standpoint. Okay. So from the guys that I had to choose from, which was that they looked for me, I had to choose the cream of the crop. I had to figure out which one of these guys do I want to give an opportunity to. And so when it came down to them putting their feelings and wearing their feelings on their heart and their sleeve, and I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one looking for love. I'm not the only one willing to step outside the box to look for love because I'm not an inside the box kind of girl anyway. I dare to be different in absolutely everything I do, which really kind of make me a complicated person because I'm a Libra, that typical Libra. Anybody out there, my Libras, y'all out there, y'all know how we are. We're the scale. So it's easy to tilt this way and it's easy to tilt that way. And sometimes it's hard to make decisions. Sometimes you get in your own way and you don't even have to be a Libra to experience that. You know what I mean? If you've had any kind of experience in life and you've had some bad experiences or you've made those mistakes, you feel like I'm not going to make those mistakes anymore, but you know you're going to make mistakes. And so you carefully go through life thinking, okay, I did this before. I don't want to do this the same way. I want to change. I want to do something more innovative, or I want to be proactive, or whatever that is. And so that's what I was doing. And then because I'm lonely, I'm lonely. You know what I mean? I want to find a companion because when I look at how blessed my life is and how much success I've achieved in my life, it's not fun by yourself. It's lonely at the top. And when I say at the top, it's the top of wherever you are in your life, in whichever level of success that you have achieved. And many of us have worked hard to get to where we are. You know, nobody's given us anything. You know, we're working. People are going to jobs, they work, they're going to the expos and conferences and convention centers to try to figure out what's the teaching, what's the formula to success. How do I climb? How do I build? How do I get more of what I have? Because I'm not complacent. I do not want to stay right here. Right here, I'm cool. Okay, I realized I've done some things right here. Okay, what else you got? That's what kind of person I am. What else I have? And I'm in the middle of a whole lot of business ventures that I'm doing, and one that I'm really, and then I say one, I'm excited about them all, but one that I'm doing now that I'm going to launch in a couple of months that I'm really excited about. And when I say excited where I can't even hardly sleep, and I'm eating, living, laughing, breathing this new business that I have. And it's a lot, and it's a lot for me because I'm learning a lot about the business. I'm not just being the creator, I'm really involved in it. So I'm taking meetings of people that's just sewing into me and just really want to mentor me and want to see me succeed, and that's big. That's big now because a lot of us don't really want to see each other succeed. We use this social media platform for a lot of different reasons. And I read where someone said earlier, why does she want to announce to the world that there's a breakup or a split up between me and the guy that I chose on the proposal, the show, Anthony B? And I think that it's only fair for my fans that want to know, and for my friends that got a chance to see the show but did not know what was really going on. And it's only fair for, if we did this on a big platform for the world to see, then of course that I owe it to you all, myself, and Anthony B, to let everyone know that, hey, we gave it a try, it didn't work, we didn't see the chemistry, we wasn't compatible, and let's keep it moving. Because out of all of that, I found a friend. He's from Chicago, so automatically when I heard that he was from Chicago, there was a perk up for me anyway, because people from Chicago is just cool as hell, and that's just what it is. But when I found out that he actually went to the same college I went to, it was like, wait a minute, what is this, So giving that a real chance and opening up, because here's the thing, y'all the trip. Why you always got to date somebody that got money? Why you always want somebody to be successful? You a gold digger. You just looking for somebody to take care of you. Yeah. You know why? Because I got a level of success that I'm trying to match up so we can be evenly yoked. Now, many of y'all may not even know what that is, and some of you all may do. But if, in fact, you've worked and bust your ass for us where you are in your life, you don't want to get the boy next door that don't know nothing about success, that don't know nothing about building, that knows nothing about taking care of a family, because the man of your household is just that. He's the man. He's the king. He's the provider. He's the leader. So as strong as I am, I don't want to wear the pants in my relationship. I'm wearing the pants now. Hell, I do everything. I want to be able to take off my pants and say, whew, here you go, and fold them up, lay them to the side, because he got this. He got that. There's something admirable about him that got his family. And he said, babe, you take care of home. And because I'm a new millennial woman, I come with my own level of success. Then that's a bonus. I'm adding to the pot. Because as y'all heard me say before, what are you bringing to the table? I bought the table. So come on. So if I'm buying the table, I go, can you buy the chairs? And if I even buy the chairs and the table, can you put food on the table? Because one thing is for sure, money can't buy you happiness, but love can't pay the bills at all. So no matter if it's in an apartment, a condo, a house, a yacht, or whatever, you got bills to pay. So I'm not going to be staring in somebody's face trying to figure out how we're going to pay our bills, because we're doing that naturally and normally on the level of survival. So I don't want to hear that shit about, oh, she's a gold digger, or she whatever. Like I said, gold digger, that was back in high school. I'm at platinum status now. I want someone that will not be intimidated by coming into my life, by sharing in my lifestyle, because I'm not going to change that. Because if you can't handle it now where I'm at, then you're not going to be able to handle it when I grow even more. And I'm doing that every day. At least God willing, I'm trying. So I don't want him to be intimidated. I don't want him to feel insecure. There's a lot of things that come with me that a man may not like. You may not like. Guess what that means? That you're not for me. And best rest assured that I'm not going to crumble and fall because you don't like me or because my life is too big for you to even understand. I don't make no apologies for that. Not at all. And I don't make no apologies about who I am and who I want and who I need in my life as my significant other. I can't imagine being with somebody that's insecure. And we on the red carpet, and I'm speaking to my fellow castmates, and you try to figure out why I'm over there talking to the director. What? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for us to be at a party and you walk away and you see some gentleman talking to me and you come up and you want to rough him up. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for anybody to come into my home and see how I live and go, oh, well, I'm not going to be able. But then don't waste each other's time. I'm not leaving my environment, my home, and you take me to a hut or you take me to a one-bedroom apartment that's not furnished. I'm not leaving that. I'm not going backwards. I'm not going down. I'm not suppressing anything. I'm not doing none of that shit for nobody. I want to be right here. I want to be evenly yoked. That don't mean that I'm not going to believe in his dreams. That don't mean that I'm not going to support his dreams. That don't mean that I ain't going to support him. But what it has to mean is people on different levels move differently. A businessman runs things differently than the person that works for him. He's the boss. What did Beyonce say? The hustle has to match. It has to match. We often think, like, what if Beyonce and Jay-Z broke up? Who in the hell would they date? That would be very hard for both of them because they out there. Now, here's the thing. A man has more of a chance because men date down. They'll date the secretary. They'll date the nanny. They'll date the whomever, and then they bring us up. My ex-husband, definitely. The premier of Turks and Caicos Islands, he changed my life. You know what I mean? Where I was in my life, I was comfortable. I was good. I was working. I was successful. I was still Lisa Raye. I was on TV. Bam. But that level definitely was a different level. You know what I mean? And it caused me to even have to hang up my bikini. Well, no, not really. I was going to say hang up my bikini for a one piece, but not really. I don't really care for one pieces too much. That's my little man back there that's doing my pesticide. Making sure. Oh, you say pool? Mm-hmm. I stand corrected. He's doing the pool. So I don't want to be able to have someone that knows nothing about what the red carpet takes, you know, how you need to look, you know, because even when I came into Hollywood, I was a model, so I knew how to dress. I felt like I knew what was appropriate, but hell, when I got on that first red carpet and saw everybody else, it was like, oh, I need a stylist and I need a makeup artist and I need to look more polished than what I thought I looked. I learned, you know what I mean? But throughout the years, you know, I've also learned what I like and what I don't like. And I have my criteria, I have my list and what I like snoring. Snoring for me is a fucking deal breaker. I can't deal with nobody to snore because I'm a light sleeper. So yeah, that's a deal breaker. That may not work for you. For you, you may feel like, oh my God, that is so petty. I can't believe that. Fucking believe it. Believe it. Because I'm not going to have my rest disturbed because I only sleep about 5 or 6 hours. And so absolutely not. So a lot of you know that I'm a grandmother. That's important to me too. I need a family man. I need a man that likes kids because my grandbaby is going to be connected to me to the hip. A lot of you know that I've had her on the red carpet with me. I've done live with her before. I've Instagram pictures of her and she's in my world, in my life. And you guys have seen her. You know, we've been shot by paparazzi before, caught on camera and all of that. I have to protect her and I have to make sure that I am living a life in which when I'm gone, that I can leave something back here for her because I started thinking differently about my life, you know, and that happens when you get more mature. Yep. I'm 50, proud of it, glad. I'm so glad that I'm not as young as I used to be in this day and age because a lot of shit is fucked up right now. And I'm glad that I don't have to deal with the same shit that you all as the younger generation have to deal with because it's sad. I'm glad that I'm out of that millennial kind of phase because I'm not there. And I also feel good about me and I also like the way I look. I improve. I work out. I take care of my temple. Do I look the same as I looked when I was 20 years old? Absolutely not. Who the fuck want to look the same as that? You're supposed to be fine when you're 20 and 30. Hell, get your shit together then. You know what I mean? But when you get 50, 60, look like that, look like Jada's mama. Look like Angela Bassett, because baby, did y'all see the picture of Angela Bassett just the other day in her bikini at 60 something years old? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And don't give a damn what y'all think. When I tell you, you got to be able to feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror. Now, here's the other thing about it. Do I care about what you all say? Somewhat, absolutely, because we're in this together, because you all can make me bigger than what I am, because you're my fan base. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I'm on here sharing this, because some people won't even share this. You know what I mean? You get Beyonce to go live about none of her personal shit. That's just her format. That's what she does. But for me, you see that I'll bounce in and out. You know, I don't do this much and I don't do it often. But when I do, I like it, because I like to hear from you all, your questions, whether they're good and bad, because it helps me alter a little bit, a very fucking little bit, about how I am going to conduct myself. I want to hear the questions. I want to hear you say, well, then what the hell did you go on the show for in the first damn place? Well, you know that they couldn't find you love, and whatever that is. If I knew that, or if I allowed you all to control me, then I wouldn't move the way that I move. I wouldn't probably move at all, because I'd be stuck waiting for you all to tell me something. And I can't do that, because most of you all are not in my business and not in my shoes. So therefore you can't really tell me shit. I do appreciate you coming on here and supporting me, for the ones that do support me, because I'm looking at the feed now of people saying, oh, we love you, and oh, you know, you're beautiful, and all. That's encouraging. And right now, don't we all need encouraging? I went to the gym yesterday and my trainer didn't show up. Yup, Clinton, I'm saying it. What is it? What's his fitness I am? He come texting me talking about, damn, I just woke up. I'm at the gym later than what I really want to be in the first place, and just started back to the gym in a week. And for a week, for me, that's a long time, because I was in Chicago filming and I was having all things Chicago, meaning Harold's Chicken and Italian Fiesta. I had barbecue. I had all kind of shit, taffy apples, Appy Tabby's candy, cake from Weber's Bakery, all kind of shit. So I got back here like, yo, I need to work out. So, you know, my first day back was like, okay, and he didn't show up. So I ended up just stretching and doing whatever. But shit, I forgot my damn point of what I was gonna say. Y'all got me on the roll. Just whatever. But I was like, I gotta be able to do something to de-stress and to keep me feeling good and fit. So I did want to announce that no, he and I did not make it. We actually saw each other when we was in Chicago. I do say that I found a friend in him, because he came through on set. I don't know if you all saw the video that I posted on Instagram of us leaving set and doing this little dance like we are family. It was so fun and funny. Y'all might want to go check that out after I go live, or even now and come back. But he was in that video. So a lot of people was like, oh, that's the guy from The Proposal. They still together. But in actuality, we knew even then that we were just going to be friends, because we just have that friend kind of energy. You know how you, with one of your guy pals, and you just feel like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And it ain't really a lover's kind of feel, or that feel of when you look at somebody and you feel like you want to take their clothes off and go in the bathroom and do a quickie or whatever. You know, I want to feel that. I want to swing from the chandeliers. You know what I mean? I want to be able to feel excited and those butterflies in my stomachs, because I felt that before and I know what that's like. So I'll deserve that. You know, isn't that what love is? To feel that kind of feeling. And when we realized that we didn't have that, and we were trying, it was like, okay, he's nice, she's nice. Let's get to know each other. And that's what the process is. So don't be fooled because the show was called The Proposal, that, you know, he put a ring on my finger and I said, yes, I do. What yes, I do was, and what the premise of the show was, is that meet somebody that you could potentially leave this stage and get to know. And if a marriage and an engagement happens, then we're all for it. If it doesn't happen, then you got to go on to the next. You know what I mean? You got to believe in love, because if you don't, what was the real reason why you put yourself out there in the first place? You know? So once we had a discussion and we realized that we weren't compatible and there was no chemistry between us, then we were like, Yeah, I think we'd be better off as friends because we were talking as friends. You know what I mean? We were talking as, what's going on in your life and what's happening. It wasn't the love talk or the love language. You know what I mean? It wasn't a let's go away out of town and let's go somewhere for the weekend or let's have a picnic somewhere. And, it wasn't that. And once you are in the midst of your own life and you realize, oh, wait a minute. He's not the person that I want to talk to at nighttime. He's not the last person that I talk to at nighttime. When you figure out your regimen and it's not going the way that you feel that a relationship is supposed to go, you realize and go, wait a minute, this ain't what this is. We just cool with each other. And that's what we realized, that we were just cool with each other. And so for him, I want him to find someone in his life. For him, I want him to be able to be freed up to have whatever young lady to be able to come to him. So now no one and anyone, either life and world, believes and thinks and knows that we're engaged, because we're not. We're free to mingle, we're free to be single, and we're free to engage with anyone that wants to meet either one of us. Because if we would have not, cared enough to come and tell you all that, no, we're single, you know what I mean, we didn't make it, then potentially anyone that wants to date us or come for us would not come forward because they would think that we're engaged still. So no, we're not. So I want to be able to answer some of you all questions. I just see a lot of people just saying hello and hi and you're sweet and I'm beautiful and I'm cute and whatever. I feel like I'm looking like a Puerto Rican mommy because I feel like I'm just getting out the pool with my curly hair. That's another thing. That's a damn thing. Now, I remember back in the day when weaves and wigs was not cool. But nowadays, you get a girl that's going to change her hair every day of the week. You get different styles and all kinds of things. Some men can't deal with that still today. Some men may feel like, I want to run my hands through your natural hair. A weave may be too much for them. Now, y'all know, y'all done seen me in all kind of different color hair, all kind of different lengths. I don't even think you remember what my real hair looks like, or even if I got any. But the point is that he may not even like that. He may not like to see Shaquita come through the door and then have Amy come through the door tomorrow. You know what I mean? He may go, I don't like that. Some men may not even like makeup. I've had a couple of people say to me, you look better without makeup. I look different without makeup, but I don't wear makeup because I think that I'm not a pretty young lady. Okay, older lady. I do not wear makeup for that reason. I wear makeup because I'm in that business. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm not, I don't want to be all Lisa Rayed up. You know what I mean? Yes, it's easy for someone to love the girl that got all the hair and the eyelashes and the makeup on, and she's looking picture perfect on TV. You know what I mean? And then when I step off TV, really, if you saw me in person with all that kind of camera makeup, you would say, oh, you got a lot of makeup on. Because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to like that person. But can you deal with the person that don't have any makeup on, that you can see my freckles and you can really actually see what color eyes I have, see, and know what kind of hair I really have and know what type of skin I really have and say, I can wake up to that. That's big. I know there's a lot of people that's in my life that I have to help take care of me. I have assistants. I have manager, I have attorneys, I have a housekeeper of 18 years. So he's all in my business. He know all about me. I have my pool man that's been with me years. I have people that come in and out. I have my driver that's been with me for 12 years. You know what I mean? So people that really care about me, that's in my life, that's in my world, that's in my home, that get to come in and out and see what I'm doing. Do I get tired of it? Sometimes I do. Sometimes they become my eyes and ears, though, for the things that I don't see. Or sometimes when I'm in that naive state and I'm just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about something, and they like, that's not it. And I'm like, no, it's not it. Are you serious? For real? Like, really, I can't, kind of thing. And some things I just want to do just because, you know what I mean? Sometimes I have that kid moment, or that moment like I'm outside, you know what I mean? And nobody's fucking with me and I'm under a hat and glasses. I'm like, whoa, like I went to the what's the fair we went to? The OC fair. OC. I went to the OC fair, and it's a food fair. I was able to walk around. I had my grandbaby, my daughter was with me, my other little baby was with me, and we was walking around having corn and turkey legs and beer and potato chips and all kind of stuff. And I felt like free, you know what I mean? because nobody was on me. And I even learned that from back when my daughter was young. When people started coming up to me so much, I could see her body language change, her body language to go like, now I gotta stop and she gotta take a picture. She's gonna talk to them for a good 5 minutes. And then, and I was like, oh. So then I started saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not taking any pictures right now. I'm having family time. So I'm learning still throughout the years that people that's in your life deserve to have that private time. And so whether I date online or whether I'm looking for somebody at happy hour or whether I'm waiting for a friend to introduce me to someone or whether I meet him on the corner of wherever, still the power of love is going to super exceed what you all are saying. It's just your opinion. It's just your way to work for you. It may not work for me. And so I'm still going to continue to look for love. I'm still going to continue to find someone to date. I'm still want to be in love. I'm still going to be encouraged. Y'all not going to worry me at all. So, they want to know what? I'm glad y'all were able to mutually agree in a mutual manner. Absolutely.
They want to know if he was more beta than alpha for you. If that was an issue.
The question is, was Anthony B more what?
Beta
than alpha for me. Okay, what I know about beta is VCR, but okay. But I can imagine what you're saying is, was he strong enough for me?
Here for the comment.
No, he wasn't. I'm pretty strong, you know what I mean? So I need somebody to just, have a big personality like me. Or if he doesn't have a big personality like me, he still moves with power. You know what I mean? And you can feel that. You know what I mean? You know that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I've had it before, and I felt it before. So I know what that is. So yeah, he was more. I guess would you say beta? Okay, yeah. Next question. He's talking about Smokey. That's my life. He's talking about I got power. Okay. Are you a Gemini? No, I'm a Libra. My energy is felt. I have power too. I hear you. I had a crush on you when I seen you in Tupac's Toss It Up video. Yep, that was the beginning. For what you all know was the beginning of my whole career. That was even before Players Club. Yes. Gary Jackson says light makeup is cool. What, for your woman or for me? Which one you saying? Your camera is fuzzy. Which, okay, so let me see.
It's that one.
Is this one?
It's just darker.
Oh, it's just darker. No, I don't know. We're trying to do the best we can because I'm right here and then I'm right here. Cause yep, FaceTime is brighter. What am I?
Instagram. One Instagram and Facebook.
What did I say? Oh, she's like, you are not on FaceTime. You are on Facebook.
Well,
Get it together.
I guess you're giving them FaceTime. So.
I'm giving them face. I'm giving them face. Get it together.
And body.
And body. Yeah, because I've been working in the gym, just working on my fitness. Okay.
So they say,
moment there.
any new projects?
I can't see the questions on this side over here. I can't see the questions
on that side.
I know, but it's a box here that's in the way. Can you help me out here? I'm trying to make this. Oops. Ooh, I'm trying to make this not as.
They mostly just saying hi on Facebook.
Okay. This little box right here. Okay. Here I am. Hey, hello. I am praying for you, Sunshine. Who is that? KD3 MOG. Thank you. I'm praying for me too. I would love to work out with you. Why? Are you a trainer? Hello, Nurse 7. Are you a trainer? Good to be. Oh, Cecilia from Nigeria. Hello, Cecilia. How are you? Nice to see you chimed in, Mama, from way over there. What time is it there? It's nighttime there, I know. When did you first realize you were attractive? After high school. I had a sharp ass haircut in my senior year, and I thought my hair was bomb. It was like feathers, so I was like, ooh. And it wasn't until I started modeling years ago, back in Chicago, when I was like 18, 19, 20, that I even really felt like I had pretty eyes, really. I never really, when people would go, oh my God, you got pretty eyes. I think when it's you don't really see what other people see. So you kind of just go, oh, thank you. And you kind of don't believe in the hype or how much they really express and how pretty they are. So after I started modeling, I started, um, what is it? Really focusing on my eyes. And then people would go, wow. So I think the more I heard, the more I was like, okay, I got pretty eyes or whatever. But then, I had that little, everybody have had they time, what I mean? Dark skin, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, and then they weren't in, and then light skin was in, and then light skin wasn't in, and it was, you think you the shit because you light skin and pretty eyes and long hair, and it was like, no, this is just what God gave me, so this is what I'm working with. So what the fuck are you talking about? You must think I'm a shit, because once you all ask these kind of questions, that is something that you all are concerned with, not necessarily the person. We're not concerned with it until you ask the question and it's a thought, and then it becomes an answer of, oh, okay, here you go, kind of thing. So I'm gonna stick to asking the questions. So, would I be a cougar? I don't see any real magic in being a cougar besides just what a younger man has a better stamina. I don't know. Some younger men can be successful too. That doesn't mean that because he's young that he doesn't have an amount of success. I don't know. I tend to think that, life experience teaches you a lot. So the longer you live, the more experience you've had, the more mistakes you've made, and the more things that you can learn from. So I'm an advocate of that. I really believe in having someone that has lived life long enough to not play any games, long enough to know what life is about, long enough to know that we have more time behind us than we do ahead of us, long enough to know that life is not promised to you. Like, I don't want to be played with. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a notch on anybody's belt, and I don't want a fuck partner. I don't need that because that ain't getting me nowhere but to be fucked. And I could do that tomorrow, but with who and why and for how long? Because that's not going to satisfy what it is that I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone to love me, to cherish me, to take care of me, to hold me, to grow with me, and to be able to live with me. You know what I mean? A fuck buddy don't do that. You know what I mean? So I'm not looking for that. I'm too mature for that now. Been there, done that. And one night stands.
What type of personality are you mainly attracted to?
What type of personality am I mainly attracted to? Okay, I need him to be a God-fearing man. I do need him to be strong. Need him to have personality. I want him to be funny. I want him to be a family man. I want him to be successful, and I want him to be generous. I want him to like to travel because I love to travel. I don't want to have the kind of relationship where he just sends me off with my girlfriends and it's like, okay, you go wherever you want to and I'll see you when you get back home. It's like, no, I want to experience that with him. I want to experience life with him. I want someone that has swag. You can tell swag too, and it don't matter what he has on. He can have on a t-shirt and some jeans. You can tell swag, and you can't buy swag. And you can tell goofy, and you can tell nerd too. You know what I mean? And when you see it, you like, yeah, no, you can't brush that off nobody. You know what I mean? So I look for a certain amount of swag as well, which comes with a certain amount of confidence. And he knows how to dress, and I ain't got to tell you how to dress because you got that on your own and you came into the relationship with that. Because I'm a natural dresser myself. I have a way of just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and I can throw on a jacket and I'm dressed. You know what I mean? But most of us ladies, we can do that. But yeah, I'm looking for someone that I can lay in bed and we can have an intelligent conversation and we can also laugh. And I'm looking for my best friend, and grow towards that. Somebody that when you don't like me, you still remember that you love me.
Yeah. What's more important?
I have my girl here reading up the questions because I don't want to be looking like this and miss what you all are saying. So it shouldn't be, but let me just read this. It shouldn't be hard for you to find someone, so it must be you. Yes, it is me because I won't settle. I'm not going to settle. I'm not some little young girl that's trying to figure out who I am. No, I know who I am. And so you can get into a relationship and after a week you can go, yeah, he's not for me. You know what I mean? We have all dated more than one person. So I can point the finger at you and say, well, are you married? Did you only have one boyfriend in your life? Because if you did and you went to your second boyfriend or your third boyfriend or your fourth, then is it you? Right. That's what I thought. Okay, what's the next question?
What's more important, love or success?
What's more important, love or success for me? Both. Both is important because love don't pay the bills and success don't make you happy.
Do you believe that once a cheater, always a cheater?
Do I believe once a cheater, always a cheater? Nope. I believe in energy. I believe in the way that he and you and she was together does not necessarily dictate the way that he would be with someone else. Someone else can bring out the most positive out of someone. He just been waiting for her to come along and vice versa. Sometimes a man is waiting for us to come along with what we have to offer and he can become a changed man. It makes it harder more so these days because, you know, being a mistress, being a side chick used to be a secret and used to be like, shh, and you kind of kept it in the closet kind of thing. But now it's like, shit, you know, everybody's singing about it and you know, we got the national anthem songs of, you know, he's yours on the during the week, but he's mine during the weekend. It makes it easier now for them to accept cheating, you know what I mean? But when it happens to you, you start thinking about it differently because it happened to me. You know, when I was married, I was in my relationship and my husband cheated and it was like, oh, this don't feel good. It was an eye opener. It was like right here in my face. And it was like, okay, karma, what goes around comes around. You know what I mean? And so we got to remember that as we're living, what goes around comes around, what goes up comes down. So if you want somebody to be faithful to you, you got to be faithful to them. And so I've learned a lot even through my marriage. Reason why I am even the way I am now, which is a stigma of not settling, because I know now, what you put in is what you're going to get out. And that's not to say that they ain't going to cheat still, you know what I mean? But you do got to find that one that you evenly yoke with and just stand in prayer together, you know what I mean? And make sure that you guys are doing the same things for each other. So if it does happen that way, you all will be able to make a decision. Is this a deal breaker or is this something you got caught up on? And can I forgive you and can we move forward? And that's your choice.
What is your biggest fear when it comes to
fear when it comes to love? I don't really think I have any fear when it comes to love. I think love can conquer a lot. You know what I mean? When you really love somebody, you really feel the support behind that. And depending on how long you've been with each other, you all can conquer all. I felt what just came up in my spirit is my father's love for me when he was alive. And I could actually look. Why did I bring that up, huh? Well, when I think about the love that my father had for me, I could look at him and I could tell how much he loved me. I remember saying, ooh, you love me. But it was off of the things that he did, the things that I got away with, the things he wanted to teach me, how much time he spent with me, the stuff that he sat and talked to me about and sold into me about what men like and what men don't like and what a woman should do. Because one thing's for sure, I might be looking for my father. And most women are, you know what I mean? And I was definitely a daddy's girl and I was definitely spoiled. And I come from the south side of Chicago. So many people that know me from the south side of Chicago know that I didn't come from humble beginnings. And so my father showed me what successful was in the backseat of his car. So yeah, I'm looking for a portion of my father, somebody that's gonna look at me and love me and cherish me and take care of me. Absolutely am. Absolutely am. So I'm not scared of trying to find love again and over and over and over and over again until I find it. And then you all will know when I find it too, because I'll be happy and I will have a much bigger ring than what I got. Because honey, that was like, what is it? My everyday ring was bigger than that. They asked me not to wear it. I was like, why not? You know, I had no idea what kind of ring they was gonna give me, right? And I was like, why not? This is what I wear every day. And they was like, well, no, we don't want you to wear any jewelry. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I didn't, but I see why. But okay. Next question.
If you had to compare the man you want,
I'm from Chicago. Okay, there you.
Carl,
Oh, fine.
who would it be?
Okay, I hear you. What you like?
If you had to compare the man you want to 3 Hollywood men, who would they be?
If I had to compare the man that I want to 3 Hollywood men, who would it be? Denzel, Idris, and Will Smith. Bam, I must admit that because that came right off the top of my head. Can y'all find them? Will is so charming and so much fun and so light and so open till who couldn't get along with him. Even when I was working with him, it was just so much fun to just have him around because it just became so easy. You didn't even feel like you were working. Idris, hold on. Idris is just that accent. I'm a sucker for an accent, for sure. Like, I don't know what my husband is. He might be in Europe. My friends keep saying, go to Europe. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I love that accent. I love the body. And Denzel, he's just charismatic. You know what I mean? He's just mature. You know, he just confident. You know what I mean? So he's a man. You know, so those 3 together, make them in my way, please.
Are you easy to love?
Am I easy to love? Probably not. I am a complicated person because I am an actress. So I am always this. You know what I mean? I come in the house and I may be, you know, high off of a meeting that I had that was positive. And then my daughter may have pissed me off and I may be like, oh, in mother mode or whatever, you know. But I just also think that that's life. You know what I mean? I don't think that anybody stays in one particular emotion. I think I'm easy to come out of a negative place. I say what I have to say. I do what I have to do. I state my claim, and then I kind of brush it under the rug or, you know, sweep my hands of it or whatever and keep it moving because I like to be more of an upbeat person. I love to laugh. I love life, and I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed. I'm not where I want to be. You know, again, I'm still growing, you know, but for the most part, I walk in my house and I say, thank you, Lord, for my home. Thank you for my options of my cars. Thank you for my ability to have a business that I can bounce in and out of. Thank you for you all, for the fans, for loving me and going to see the movies and tuning into the TV programs and supporting me with my other businesses. Like, it's a lot to be thankful for, but it's also a lot to be discouraged from in this world of what we're going through now as well. So I could be easy to love for the right man. He has to be strong. He has to be in his own right, the man with that swag.
What do you think when people say you should lower your standards? I hear that about myself all the time.
What do I say about people saying you should lower your standards because you hear that about yourself all the time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that. You know, I do realize that, you know, some of the things that's on my list of criteria of what I want in my man has changed over the years. Definitely, I've noticed that, you know. I don't care about having a 6-pack anymore. You know what I mean? I don't have a 6-pack. I want to see. See, I don't have a 6-pack. Oh, y'all see mine? Oh, y'all forgot about that rainbow, didn't you? Pot of gold at the end. But I don't care about that no more. But do I want Santa Claus? Absolutely not. I don't want Santa Claus. I don't want to use his stomach for a bouncing ball at all. I use that for when I work out and not that kind of way. So snoring, I never really had anybody to snore until about 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, no, absolutely not. That's not going to work for me. So that went on my list. Like, I don't want nobody to snore, whatever. You know, so I would not say lower your standards because why would you? That's just like me going backwards. You know, why would I go down from where I'm at now? I've worked so hard to be where I'm at here. You know what I mean? So I may, you know, slow up for you to catch up to where I'm at, but I'm not going to stand still. And a real man ain't going to ask you to stand still in the first place. He's going to help push you up. And that's the kind of man that I want. Are you and Anthony still together? No, honey, this is what this whole questionnaire are no longer together. We are not engaged. We are not getting married. We're not compatible. We didn't have the chemistry that we felt that was needed in a relationship for lovers and for husband and wife, definitely. So we felt that we were better as friends and we mutually agreed to that. And we both moved on. Hello. TTT, I love you. Okay, thank you. Why do you love the color white? I don't know. You know, I am not a virgin, definitely, but I might be an angel. I always say that. I don't know. It chose me. I just feel good in it. And sometimes when I do try to wear another color, like I wore pink about a couple of months ago. I quickly took it off, but it was a light pink, and I felt like, okay, I can do this. I can do this, and I got a lot of publicity behind it. But you best believe, as soon as I came home, I took that suit back. White just makes me feel good. It's nothing religious or anything, at least not yet. I don't know it to be, but it's no big ta-da answer to it. It's just what I like. Not trying to set me aside because I am set aside already because we're all individuals, so that's enough. But it's me, and it's hard because it's hard for me to look different because I wear white all the time. But actually, I always look different, and it's incredible how much white is out there. Because even when I see it, I go, "Oh, I don't have this." And wait till I make this announcement. So this big adventure that I have, I was going to say adventure, but it is an adventure too. But this business opportunity that I have, I'm so excited about it. And this is the time when I'm going to really see who all support us. Because one thing that they told me is that, yeah, you may have 5 million fan base across your social media, but that don't mean that they're consumers. That don't mean that they're going to support you. That don't mean they're going to buy from you. And I was like, I beg to differ. If you give us a good product and it's something that we like, we're going to buy into it. And then if it supports us while we're buying into it, then that's just a bonus. But I got something for your mind, your body, and your soul. I got something that's for my Chicago people. Y'all know that house music song, right? I got something here that you'll never want to turn down. Okay, but yeah, I do. I got something that y'all ain't gonna want to turn down. And it's for my ladies, but here's the thing, the men, y'all can buy too. But when y'all hear about it, you're gonna go, oh, that made perfect sense for her. That's so her. I can see that coming from her. Yeah. You say stand up, please. What?
I'm trying to see what's going.
What? Because you don't believe it's mine or something?
I don't know, they're just saying that.
Oh wait, what Nas doing like okay. She looking like really. Yeah. Just because I'm the age I am don't mean that I don't feel like I'm fine. Don't feel like I don't know how to twerk. Don't feel like I don't know how to work it. Shit, I just sit my ass down like some of y'all trying to say I will grow old and won't have no confidence and won't have no movement. I just be stiff and everything. Hell no, fuck that. Who wants to do that? Absolutely not. Okay. One moment. Wait, who did I just see? Iggy. Iggy gave us ass, didn't she? Did y'all see that on Instagram, honey? She was just patting it like this is mine and doing it. And then, wait, even Black China, even her mama was giving it. It was like, oh, y'all ain't got to worry about that. I won't be doing that. Kai, your mama won't be doing that at all. I got a little bit more class than that, but I might just do a little wiggle. Or I might do a little bit of level up. I might do that. I might twerk a little bit. I don't know. When you twerk in the water, it makes it easier because, just bounce off that water or whatever. I know that from experience, but, I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. But anyway, okay, next question. It ain't been real. Standards messed them up. I don't give a fuck what Steve Harvey said. That's my friend, too. Okay, who told him that he was God? No. So, and I don't get you gonna have some kind of standard to what it is that you like and what it is that you want. You got to. Otherwise, you'll be dating outside of what it is you believe in, and then you ain't gonna fall in love. You ain't gonna like that. You'll be stuck in something that you feel like, I wish I would have had somebody else. I've been there, done that. I'm not doing that no more. No more. And when I tell you, I had a great life with my ex-husband. He was good to me. He was a good person, good-hearted person. I learned a lot from him. We are friends today. I talk to him to this day. He helped me with my deal that I'm going to announce to you all. But that, I'm going to have that. I'm going to have it. How do you keep that hood in you? It's Chicago. It's Chicago. And I make no apologies about it at all. That can even be too much for somebody. But even when I got married, I was concerned about that too. I was like, I ain't changing. This is me. This is who I am. And he loved every bit of that. So you got to find somebody that's going to accept you for who you are. And that's normally the only time it's going to work. Requiring someone else to change, that you all are really evenly yoked together. So I would love for you all to be nice, because I've heard and seen some of the comments that you all have said about me and about Anthony B. But I think that, you know, just cut us a little slack, because I'm used to it. I got thick skin. I'm in the business. I don't care what y'all really say. But for him, some of the comments have been a little, you know, well, I have to go stop y'all. Y'all don't have to be so judgmental, and y'all don't have to say some of the nasty things that you all say. Just kind of let's keep uplifting each other and making sure that we can say at least an encouraging word to each other to make us go through the day and feel like, okay, today is worth it. Because sometimes when I get on here, I see some of the negative comments, and I see some of the things that people are going through in their life, and they're reaching out to social media and fans. And some people don't even have fans. They just got a regular page of people that they just need attention from, or they just trying to cry out for help. And those are people that we need to help. So, you know, before I sign off, I also want to be able to say to Anthony, I don't know, Anthony, if you're watching, because I know you're probably on your lunch break. And I do know that you said that you were going to tune in. But if you are, I think you are so sweet. I really think you are a sweet man. And I'm so glad that we were coming to this understanding to be able to collaborate together and make our statement together to our people, fans, and friends and family, to let them know where we are, and to also let them know that we're friends, and to let them know that we're wishing each other the best, and that we're both still looking for love. And if anybody out there have any kind of leeway, good word, or positivity to send our way, we will definitely accept it. And for those of you that don't, just get off the page, because you don't have to be here, because it's your choice. Okay. All right. Amazing Prime Triple Cross. I don't know what that is. Classy. Hey, Lisa. Now, y'all know my name is not Lisa. Lisa Raye. Wait, you date a man that works a regular job? Who said that? Willie Preneck. Yes. When you say a regular job, you mean what, 9 to 5? Yeah, because I was really trying to step outside the box again. You know, I'm really trying to, I don't know where love is going to come from. I don't know what he's going to look like. I don't know. You know, I don't know what God has in store for me. But per what you guys were saying, why you got to always date somebody, you know, with money. And I would always say, why not? Or why would not? And I'm still saying that, you know what I mean? But I tried it and it didn't work. And so now I'm back to me. I'm back to what I need to do for me, and how I know I need to seek out the person that I need to be with, because, you know, giving someone a chance, that from the first moment, I believe in love at first sight. It has happened before. It happened with my parents, you know what I mean? So my hopes are very high to that being able to happen, not only to someone else, but to me as well. You know what I mean? So I'm not a person that is going to say 2 weeks is too soon, 1 hour is too soon, 5 years is too soon, 2 years is too soon. I mean, we've had all kind of stories that we know about, that people have been married, have been together for 5 years and been married for 2, and then it didn't work. And it's like, well, what do we say to that? You know what I mean? People that's been married for 10 years and then they get a divorce. Was it that they never was in love in the first place? No, you know what I mean? Shit happens, you know what I mean? And so I think that, you know, you got to stay strong. You got to take what you all say to us with a grain of salt and keep it moving, because at the end of the day, y'all ain't paying my bills either. I don't need nobody to pay the bills. I think I've been doing that for quite a long time on my own. I don't need to prove that to anybody. I prove that to myself every day I walk in my home, and I know that I'm blessed, and I know that I have that relationship up there with him. That's the only person I need to prove that to. My family that supports me, and the things that I want to leave back here for my daughter and my granddaughter. Those are the things that I'm trying to prove to myself, the things that I say that I'm going to accomplish, the things that's on my vision board, the things that I'm dreaming about, my goals. That is what I'm trying to prove to myself, that it can happen, and it's happening. I said, I'm signing off. I'm saying thank you guys so much for tuning in. You always make me feel so good, and you always make me feel like the hour that I spend on here could last a little bit longer, because I don't get tired, because it's so much fun. But I have to go and take this hair off because it's itching. And It's on the back of my neck and I want to go swimming with my own natural hair. So until the next time, peace and soul. Bye. Okay. It did. It is. Bye, y'all. It's not cutting off. Y'all want me to still talk to y'all? I could. Look.